Caldwell River right there. It was in a pond. It was a river like a lake, and so it was a good scenery, nice thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't too fancy, like a rich doctor or whatever, rich person. But for me, that was the rich thing that was, you know what I mean, at the time.
Yeah. So I said yes.
No, you said no. You're like,
Yeah, I said yes.
I said no. I don't want to be with you.
I said no.
Yeah.
But I said yes.
I'm joking.
I said yes, and then we shared the news at our dog. People were like, "What? Congratulations!"
What are you doing?
Yeah, they were like, "Are you sure?" And then my boss, the owner of the company, was like, "Are you sure you want to?" I'm like, "Yes."
Well, we have to sit down and talk.
Yeah.
We got to sit down, sir, and talk about this.
And they sit down with both of us because at the time they were my sponsor of the college.
Listen here, you are married now. Now you have to pay for your own stuff. I mean, it was like kind of like that.
It's basically what
I'm
they
sorry.
were saying.
I'm sorry I'm saying it that way, but that's how it was. I'm sorry.
Basically, my love.
Like
They
what?
basically was saying that basically if we get married, he's my husband now. So which makes sense, right? He's gonna be the one.
But I mean, I barely married you. Like
we didn't even get married yet.
I know, but it was like, okay, I already have the money. I already have this. It's like, I mean, I kind of.
You did not have a man.
I was rich.
Guys, off subject, but I forgot to. We were going on dates, and I found out later that he did not have barely any money to take me out.
Baby.
Yeah, he didn't have money.
I think we need to shorten this video.
Why? Huh?
Because it's 10 o'clock.
Oh, it's almost done.
Alright, well, shorten it.
Well, you can edit it, right?
Right.
Okay, then. Okay.
So then what?
I found out from him that he did not have barely much money. So sometime when we go on dates, he would like ask his mom for money to like pay for a date. And I found that out, and I'm like, why didn't you even tell me? That you didn't have money. I would just help out with the payment. Like, and I knew that he was the sole provider of his family. Like, he was supporting his mom, his sister, and paying whatever they were living at.
I was embarrassed of trying to like, oh, I don't want to ask you for money, but at the same time, I felt like at the time I was being like how she said, a sole provider, and I didn't know how to save that well. You know what I mean? I was, like I said, immature person, and so I was trying to provide and trying to be the bigger person of a brother and a family adult, pretty much, while trying to be a kid. So it's just like I didn't know how to, but I needed to grow up in a faster environment where I was at.
Yeah. So back to the subject. Sorry, guys. So yeah. So they got down, talked to us, and was like, if you guys gonna get married, he's gonna be the one to finish paying for your college because he's gonna become your husband, and you are now married. So I didn't think that was fair, but I also come from nothing, and having nothing, I appreciate what they have done for me. So I was like, okay. But then an incident happened. Babe, your turn to tell the story. Not shortly after that, he got in trouble.
I think we were gonna get married. Well,
it was like 2 weeks before we got married.
Yeah, but I mean, after we talked to Gary and Jay, then there was pretty much a wild period of time. And remember that the enemy will always try to mentally and physically try to kill your relationship and try the best he can to separate a couple. So remember that.
Definitely a couple that wants to live for God,
yes,
or try to please God.
And the enemy with the devil, in the name of Jesus, repent. But yes, if something does happen, if you're going through something and you're not really in connection with God, or you were connection with God and something happened like this and this and that with your relationship, or something's going on with inside of you, etc., something along those lines, mentally and physically, the enemy will try to destroy your relationship with God and your marriage. So within that being said,
we set a wedding date.
We were already married from the church. Or not, we were already married from the civil.
No, we weren't married yet.
Well, I mean, we signed the papers for the civil.
We did not sign any paper.
Oh,
we set the date, and it was 2 weeks before we were supposed to get married and getting things ready.
Oh, I got all confused.
Talking with the pastor of the church that he went to and we went to.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 days after that we were supposed to go and have the wedding, because people were about to already get in there, and like people were about to go. Everything was set. Everything was already done. And just for some odd reason, prior to that, like 2-3 weeks before that, for some odd reason, I thought about what Gary and Jay said about being rich and all this other stuff, and I shouldn't have got that into consideration. But then I was like, well, how, you know what I mean? I need to provide. I need to do better. And so I started, and I thought it was good, but it wasn't good. But for some odd reason, I thought, okay, I'm gonna get money and get rich the easy way, the fast way. I was making money, but the Lord had other plans for me, because He was not done with me yet. He was not done with my future and with my relationship. So He took me out of that situation situation. But the Lord had other plans, and so there was a couple of advices that said to, you know, focus on me, to focus on my family, and she wasn't ready to take me back, and so I pretty much was either gonna wait, and if I did wait, how long was I gonna wait? Was I ever going to see her again? Pretty much so it's like, if was I gonna wait that long? And so it was just that process of me being home. I'm not gonna see her. Not, you know, I was thinking negatively of not having babies, not having.
Yeah, basically almost all my family and friends told me
Princess.
they told me to leave him. Because they didn't want me, you know, they were looking out. I understand they were looking out for my best interest of what he did. They told me to leave him, you know, don't be with him again. Even my sister Gina and her husband came down to stay with us because they were gonna come for the wedding. So we found out the bad news, and so we didn't have the wedding. And they even told me to not be with him and just leave him. But there were a couple of my friends that support either decision of what I would make if he get out. To either stay with him or not, and they were supportive of my choice, and they were really like encouraging to me, you know. So I didn't want to go and see him when his pastor came to check up on me, him and his wife. I was like, how are you doing? I told him, well, you know, it's sad and I'm broken because it's like we were supposed to have a wedding and now this happened, and like, you know, he basically broke my trust because, you know, what he did, I didn't expect that coming from him, and I felt like he went behind my back and lied and did that. And right when we were supposed to get married, I was broken. I cried so much. I cried at work the whole day. It was bad. I was just like, I bawled my eyes out, and people were like, are you okay, Amy? I'm like, just when they asked me if I was okay, I just stopped crying. But when they asked me, I just like stopped bawling again. It was too much. But I was hurt, you know, but I didn't want to go see him. But the pastor and his wife was like, encouraged me, like, you should go see him, you know, see how he's doing, encourage him when he's in there. And they were just sharing with me what might happen with Chris when he, you know, with like the court and stuff, and so just asking me to keep him in my prayer. And so I was like, okay. And so my sister and my brother-in-law didn't want me to visit him, but I went and visited him, and the moment I saw him, I just cried because it's sad seeing him on the other end of, you know,
it was weird. It was really weird, and then knowing that I messed up, I was like, yeah, I screwed up. Like, something precious was there, something valuable was there, something freedom was there, and threw it all away for something that I thought it was gonna be easy and simple. It wasn't easy and simple. Nothing comes easy and simple. You have to work hard for what you want, or you have to work hard pretty much. Obviously, work smart, but nothing comes easy with easy road pretty much. Yeah. You have to go to the rough edges and rough roads to be successful and like break a leg. But I didn't break a leg, but you know.
No, he got really blessed to be let go because of what he did. Like,
and I'm really grateful for it, you know what I mean? And that shows that the hand of God is really powerful enough to move in that situation, because I was just so nervous, so stressed, and just I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so I prayed, talked to God, and I read His Word, and I told Him to forgive me, that I was sorry, to forgive me for the things that I've done, because knowing that I knew what was right, I did wrong, and so I felt bad.
What, you came and visited me, right?
Yep, that's the first thing I
did. At the college?
She's like, nope, I don't want you. No, I don't want you. I was like, I'm sorry. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, he came to visit me with the pastor and his wife, because they support him. Yeah, brought him to see me. They didn't think you should have. They support him. Yeah, brought him to see me. They didn't think you should have, right?
Yeah, they suggested not to take time off from you. So pretty much just let you be for a little bit and let things settle, and pretty much not calm down, just to heal from the hurtingness that I put you through, and just pray. Yeah. Just pray, because, and pretty much I didn't do that. You know, I did.
What did you tell them?
I was ready. I'm ready to go see her.
So they brought him.
But
he talked.
I mean, I felt like I should have listened to that advice, because they knew the best interest in her feeling the situation that she was going through. I feel like I didn't listen. From not listening and knowing that, we ended up clashing with each other so many times. I mean, we got back with each other, but it was just going up and down with up and down. Just like simple little things would tick her off of me, and simple little things, just simple little things, and it was just going back and forth.
I feel like marriage was
We-
also new.
Yeah, it was
And
new.
we were like, then we had to get to know each other, how each other were.
Yeah, and we never lived with each other, so that was like the first time, and it was hard for her because I broke her trust.